So let us talk to this iconic person and let us get to know, lot of things that relates to insurance, that relates to, what problems that, actually independence claims is alleviating in this insurance process. Hello, Sharat Garu, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Andy. So, what is your independence claim is all about?
So independence claims is all about making sure homeowners are paid properly for their insurance claims. So as you know, in Dallas, we have Dallas, Houston, Austin, all of Texas. We have a lot of weather events. We have a lot of big houses that, have water damage, fire damage, and all this. So when something like that happens, we come in, we make sure the insurance pays the homeowner every last dollar that they're legally owed. Because without us, the insurance will try everything to not pay you or not pay you enough.
So what problem in the insurance industry that you are trying to solve?
So in the residential property insurance is strategically geared towards underpaying every insurance claim. So if you filed a claim and you got paid X amount of dollars, even without looking at any paperwork, I can tell you that they underpaid you because statistically, almost all claims are underpaid. So that is where we come in.
So Sharat Garu, independence claims works for policyholders, not for insurance companies, right?
Yes.
So how does the game change here?
So you would not go to court without a lawyer, right?
Right.
So my opinion is you should not file an insurance claim without an adjuster on your side. So the insurance company is always going to bring an adjuster. So why not you hire an adjuster and then have everything documented properly so that your claim is maxed out? So that is a big difference that we bring to an insurance claim.
So you're telling about adjuster. So what makes the difference between the traditional adjusters and the independence claims?
So adjusters are like lawyers, right? So both parties can have an adjuster. So insurance company can have an adjuster, you can have an adjuster. So public adjusters or independence claims represents homeowners or policyholders. We also do commercial, but we represent policyholders against insurance companies.
So Sharat Garu, no recovery, no fees. That is a very powerful word. So how does that bring trust to the customers?
So that shows our confidence, right? And it shows our track record that we have got customers good success in, a good outcome on their claims. So what that basically means is if you have an insurance claim, we don't charge you anything until the claim is approved and you get a check, right? That is when our invoice is due. And if we fight for a claim and you don't get a check, we don't charge you at all. So that is very powerful, and we are very confident in our abilities and our track record that we can say that to you. Like if you don't pay us, if you don't get your results.
So Sharat Garu, why do these homeowners really get 60-70% less when they don't hire any experts like independence claims?
So that is when you file a claim, you're up against $1 billion company, right? So they have the money power, manpower, they have strategic powers, and they do claims day in, day out.
Right.
Compare that to a homeowner who does a claim once in 10 years. So you are a small guy in front of a big corporate firm. So now the problem is you don't have any weapons against, a big firm. So that is where a public adjuster would come in and basically guide you through the process. So we look at your policy, we go through detailed inspections, we prepare proper estimates, and we even uncover every coverage that you have. Because if you don't ask for it, you don't get it. Like if you don't tell the insurance company that you cannot stay in your home and you have to go find a Airbnb for 6 months,
right,
they would gladly not pay you.
Right.
They would be happy to not look into that.
Right.
So we make sure that every piece of coverage that you have is utilized.
So usually, what are all the biggest mistakes, people do when filing insurance claims?
So in my opinion, the biggest mistake is talking to the insurance company, right? So when you file a claim and anybody who has done a claim here will probably relate to this. When you file a claim you'll have somebody on the insurance side basically doing an interview, right? They'll be like, hey, tell me what happened. Tell me where you were when the pipe leaked, or, Did you have a leak before it? All these kinds of questions. So they have a questionnaire that they throw at you in a very friendly manner. They'll act nice and all that, but all that they try to do is find a reason to not pay you.
Right.
So I've had homeowners say something stupid by not meaning it. Like, I had one homeowner who said her toilet backed up.
Okay.
It was her toilet broke. And the thing is, a backup is way different from something breaking.
Yes.
Right? Or you had hail damage to your house, and you remember it was last week, but you don't remember the exact date, and you give them a wrong date when the hail happened, right?
Okay.
Now they're going to come back and deny you because they'll say, okay, on that date there is no weather report of hail damage.
Right.
So the biggest possible thing, the biggest mistake you can do when you file an insurance claim is basically talking to the insurance company. So that is where independence claims comes in between you and the insurance firm. Like, we talk to the insurance company. We don't give them any information more than they need or any information less than they need.
Okay.
So we give them exactly what they need in their language, like in their estimating software, and the way they want photos done, the way they want measurements done. And that's the biggest edge we can bring to you.
Okay. So, Sharat Garu, does insurance companies really underpay, or it's a system issue, or it's a process that they follow?
It's a mixture of both. And people interpret it differently, but it makes financial sense for insurance companies to not pay you enough. So they are not legally allowed to pay you less. But what they do in that case is they overlook damages. They'll pretend they do not see stuff.
Okay.
Or, if you have water damage to your house, to your walls, they'll be like, okay, you can buff it and paint it and it'll be good. Where it will not be. But as long as you don't provide enough documentation showing that it is not enough, they're going to come back with a lower amount. So they're legally not allowed to do it, but the system is rigged in a way where if you don't give them enough proof,
right,
they can overlook it. So the burden of proof is on the homeowner to prove that the damage happened and the extent of the damage that happened. So if you don't prove that this extent of damage happened, the insurance company is not on the hook.
Right.
So they don't have to go investigate all the damages.
Right.
That's on you to show them that, hey, all these things are damaged.
Can you walk us through the complete insurance claim process from the start to the end?
So the process can be as simple or as difficult as you want it, right? So the simple process is you call the insurance company, you tell them, hey, this damage happened. They'll send a person out, they'll do an assessment, and they'll cut you a check. That's the easiest way of doing it. But there are many holes in that process, right? But when we are bought in, we do an assessment first. So we make a ballpark of the damage that happened in terms of scope and cost, in terms of dollar amount, how much time it would take to fix it, all of that, right? And then we match it against your policy. So I'm sure you've not read your homeowners policy, right? It's 600, 800 pages long.
Yes.
So we go through it, we make sure you are covered for that damage. Because if you're not, or if you have bad coverage, there is no point in doing a claim. Right? So that's called the assessment part of it. So we assess the damage and we can give you a ballpark of the outcome.
Okay.
So at that point, I'll be able to tell you, hey, your damage is going to be, it's going to take 6 months to fix the house and it's going to be X amount of dollars. Got it. The next step is a very thorough inspection, right? We inspect everything. If it's hail damage, we make sure we get every square inch of the roof mapped out with the drone, and then we basically identify every hail damage. We look at all your gutters, like every feet of your gutter, we'll take a photo, and then we'll mark all hail damages. If you say you had your kid's bike in your backyard and that got hit with hail, we'll document that. If you had flower pots that got hit with hail, we'll document that. If you had exterior lights that were hit, so we do a very thorough inspection. If you had a fire damage, we'll take samples, we'll take swab tests, we'll do air quality samples, we'll basically document everything you had in the house, and that is a very extensive process. Like if I were to take your house, put it upside down and shake it, whatever falls out, I'm going to take a photo of that. So that means every spoon, fork, every toilet paper roll you had, I'm going to get a photo of that, right? And then we document all of that. And then the next step is we identify a price, right?
Okay,
So
okay.
now your assessment is done, your inspection is done. Now comes your scope and cost. So we figure out what needs to be done to bring your house to pre-loss condition.
Okay.
Pre-loss condition is a technical term, like
Yes.
just the moment before the damage happened, how your house was, we'll bring it to that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So if you had a couch, you get a couch. If you had a roof, you get a roof, right? So it needs to be at that pre-loss condition or better. That is what the insurance promises you, right?
Okay.
So whatever work needs to be done in terms of we have to remove this carpet, we have to remove flooring in that room, we have to remove this gutter, we have to remove this downspout, whatever that was damaged. So that is the scope. So we identify everything that needs to be done.
Okay.
And then we have a software, it's called Xactimate. That's where you estimate it. So Xactimate provides you a price for cleaning a couch in one zip code. And it is different from cleaning a couch in New York, for example, right? So it's that level of detail that we estimated. So we have scope, and then we match that with the cost. So we identify how much money is required to fix this.
So you do all this due diligence.
It's past due diligence. That's where we send the insurance company a huge packet.
Okay.
I mean, if you were to print it, it would be like 1,000 pages.
Okay.
So we send them all the documents. They take 3 weeks to even review it. So that's the level of detail we give them. And the problem now with the insurance companies, they cannot say no because they have everything that they need. Like I tell people, like the insurance adjuster would call me and they'd be like, hey, can you tell me why you have this line item number 600 on this page? And I'd be like, look at photo number 5300 and that is why you have this. So it comes to a point where they cannot find a reason to deny. Not your claim, but not even a line item.
Yeah, so this is how your independence claims team making sure the faster and fair settlements?
There's fast, fair, and then there's also the negotiation part. So sometimes people take a settlement in the essence of time. Like they would rather take a settlement now than drag the process out longer and get a higher settlement. So it's whatever works for the homeowner, and everybody's situation is different. So that is why insurance offers settlement options. Like when we send them this document, they'll usually counter you with, hey, I know your estimate says this much, but how about we pay you this as a settlement? And homeowners take it. Some homeowners take it. They don't want to deal with this anymore. Some homeowners want it done right. So we'll go through the process. So however the homeowner wants it done, we'll make sure it's closed out properly.
So in the whole process, the documentation is going to play a major role in winning a claim.
So documentation and also the inspection. Because this is one thing I tell a lot of homeowners. Like if I'm the first person on site after you have water damage, I can take moisture readings. I can take samples of things that you had. I can inspect your cabinets for water damage. I can inspect your clothes for water damage. I can basically inspect everything. Now compare that to I'm getting involved in the claim 6 months later when the insurance is not paying you enough. Now how will I do samples? How will I take measurements from 6 months back, right? So the best case scenario is I get involved right from the beginning. So documentation and also the inspection plays a big role. And then comes the negotiation. That's also important because you're going to tell them the homeowner needs X, Y, and Z to bring him to pre-loss condition. And they'll be like, hey, we'll pay you X and Y, but not Z because of so-and-so reasons. And then we send them a rebuttal. We'll be like, hey, you have to pay Z because the city says this, the county says this. And as per the building codes, you have to do this. So all that negotiation goes back and forth. And that is where we come to a settlement on the claim.
So, Sharat Garu, so do you see artificial intelligence is going to play a major role in this insurance claim process in future?
Artificial claims, yes. Artificial intelligence is definitely going to help the process. But the one thing I found about AI is it can be used for or against any purpose you want. So artificial intelligence can be taught to overlook damages, just like adjusters are taught to overlook damages. So if you don't provide enough photographs and evidence to AI, no AI is going to come to your home and gather evidence, right? So if you
right,
don't give them enough documentation, I mean, AI is useless. You get what you put
Yes,
in, right?
yes.
So it's going to help a lot. Like right now, what we do is we have thousands of pages of things that it's called contents, like stuff that was damaged in a water or fire incident. And we manually take them, go find the same thing online, and we take a link from Amazon or Walmart and price it out and do all that manually, which can be replaced by AI. Like if you send them 5,000 pictures, and, they price it out, it's good.
Yes.
So that can be done, but gathering evidence, inspection, no AI will be able to go back 6 months in time and take moisture readings. So that's a problem. So it can be used for, it will help definitely, yeah.
Yes. So, Sharat Garu, can you share a moment where you were able to significantly increase the claim amount for a customer through independence claims?
So I can sit here and talk all day about that. we have done thousands of claims in the DFW area, right?
Okay.
But I can give you a scenario where somebody hired me versus somebody who did not hire me, right?
Okay.
So think of it like this. I'm not gonna throw any insurance company names or anything, but I had one person who had a budget break,
Okay.
and he had about a 4,000 square foot home with 3 inches of standing water.
Okay.
And when I say 3 inches, that's important because that
Yes.
touches all your furniture,
Yes.
all your cabinets.
Right.
It goes under all your floors.
Yes.
It touches all your doors.
Yeah.
And your drywall. Drywall is like sponge. It absorbs the water, right? So he had to cut out 2 feet and everything below 2 feet in his house. So that is it's considered a serious damage,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So your cabinets are damaged, your appliances are damaged.
Carpets, everything.
Yeah, everything, your furniture, everything is damaged. And he filed a claim in, and I went and did an assessment. And somehow the insurance adjuster convinced him not to hire me. And he got a check for $67,000, right?
Okay.
And he was happy with it. He was happy that he did not have to pay me. And he got $67,000. Now, compare that to another homeowner. He loaded his dishwasher a couple of extra times for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And there was a small leak. You could not even see the water.
Okay.
But the hardwood floors absorbed the water and they started buckling. Like they were not straight, they started buckling a little bit.
Okay.
So he hired me. He thought he had to replace a few hardwood pieces, but that ended up being about $87,000.
Oh, okay.
So he got all his cabinets replaced. He got all his hardwoods replaced and restained. And he got to go live in a different Airbnb and not live in the dust and the construction zone.
Right.
All this, right? So $87,000, and 3 months later he had brand new kitchens, brand new floors, and basically he had peace of mind. I took care of the insurance, never called him or never bothered him. Like I was dealing with it for him.
Okay.
So compare these two, right? A guy who got $87,000 for a very small damage that was not even visible. And compare that to a guy who had a swimming pool in his house.
Yes.
And he still thinks to this day that he saved a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But if I was involved, that claim would have been upwards of $200,000.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is where the documentation, the inspection, all this comes into picture. So if the insurance company pays you anything, even without looking at any paperwork, I can tell you you're underpaid, because that is what the statistics says, right? Say you have a roof claim. Now the insurance will pay for the roof, but they will undercut you on the quantity, on the quality, and they will undercut you on like peripheral things, like small items that they could have missed. Like if you don't show them photos of exterior lights or flower pots or outdoor furniture you had, they're not going to pay for it.
Got it. Yeah.
So, and even they've started underpaying roofing, the shingles, because they'll give you a supplier in Idaho who sells the shingles for cheap. And it is nowhere related to real world pricing in Dallas.
Got it, yeah.
And they'll give you that pricing. Or to explain it better, they'll give you Texas pricing for a house in New York, which is not going to work.
Yes.
So they undercut you in quality, quantity, and peripherals, like line items. So that is where a PA would come in. So the insurance, if you think you filed a claim and you won, send that claim to me, and I'm sure I can get you a little extra on that.
Okay.
So if you had a home insurance claim in the last if you had a roof claim in the last 2 years, send me the paperwork. I'm pretty sure I can find a bunch of line items that were missed.
So what was the most challenging, claim that your team handled?
There are a lot of interesting claims, right? So I'm dealing with one claim right now where the neighbor's house caught on fire
Okay.
and the wind was blowing this way and my client had smoke inside his house. So there is nothing you can see.
Right.
Like after 3 days, you walk into that house, you'll smell a little bit of smoke, but
Right.
there is nothing to see there.
Right.
The insurance adjuster walked in and he was like, there's no damage here. What's the problem, right?
Yes.
And then he walked out and we are fighting it. It's a big house. It's probably going to end up about $500,000 because smoke damage is the most difficult thing to prove and it's the easiest thing to overlook. It's not visible. But if you have smoke in your house, smoke is in your drywall, behind your drywall and your framing. It's infiltrated your insulation. It's in your attic. It's behind your cabinets and under your cabinets. It's everywhere.
Right.
So it's in places that you cannot see. It's under your carpet in your padding. So if you take a test out of that, I mean, you'll get smoke deposits.
Yeah. So after listening at this scenario, I want to ask you one question. When should someone actually call independence claims? Because this scenario, what you have told just now, this is something out of the box, something that I haven't thought about it till now. Yeah.
So if you doubt you have a claim, give us a call.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We'll do a free assessment. And if you don't have a claim, we'll tell you don't have a claim. Or if the numbers don't work out, I mean, we'll tell you the numbers don't work out. And we don't have to file a claim.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to be upset with me. I'm not going to be upset with you. We'll shake hands.
Right.
But if you don't have a claim, you don't have a claim. But sometimes you might think it's a very minor damage, but it's not. You have older parents, kids, pets, yourself, your family living in your home, and you might have water damage that's growing mold behind your walls. Or you might have fire damage that's causing, that's slowly causing cancer for you and your family. So if you have a 1% doubt that you have a claim or if you should file a claim, give us a call. We'll do an assessment and then we'll make a decision.
Okay. So what are all the 3 major important things that every homeowner, should able to know about this insurance claim process?
So the most important thing is my phone number.
Okay.
The second thing is, think of an insurance claim as a pot of money, right? There is money involved. And there are a bunch of stakeholders involved.
Okay.
So you as the homeowner, your mortgage, your mortgage owns the majority of your house. So your mortgage is involved.
Yeah.
Your insurance company is involved because they're paying you.
Yes.
Your contractor is involved because they are actually getting the work done.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, the public adjuster is involved because they're getting the claim processed.
Yes.
Out of all this, if you sit down and think correctly, the only person who has your best interest in mind is the public adjuster.
Right.
Because the contractor is trying to make as much money as possible. The insurance is trying to pay as little as possible.
Yes.
The mortgage is trying to make sure that the loan they have provided is properly secured. But the public adjuster is the only person who makes sure the homeowner gets paid the highest amount. And we do that because our income is also tied to that. We give you a no recovery, no fee guarantee. So we do that. So that's the only person that has goals aligned with the homeowner is actually the public adjuster. Because we win when you win.
So Sharat Garu, there is a saying from long time that never ever handle an insurance alone. So why should someone never handle an insurance alone?
So there are, I can give you 1,000 reasons. So the main problem is in the industry we call it delay, deny, defend. And that is a textbook strategy for insurance companies, right? So if your house burned down or you had hail damage, I mean, the desk adjuster or the insurance adjuster, he doesn't lose a thing.
Yes.
Like you are displaced, your life is disrupted, your house is messed up. And for the other person, it's just a piece of paper, it's a file that they're moving, right? So they'll delay you, or they'll deny you first. they'll deny a bunch of things. So sometimes they deny the entire claim. Sometimes they deny part of the claim.
Okay.
Sometimes they deny line items in the claim. Like you have 50 things that you need to do.
Okay.
And they'll probably pay you for 30 and not pay you for 20.
Yes.
So they'll deny you in different scopes, right?
Right.
And they'll delay you. They'll gladly drag this process out months and if years, because they are not losing anything. They just so they hope that you wear out in that process and you leave the claim and go home.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So they delay you as much as possible. And if the claim is big enough, they'll defend it. They'll go to court for it.
Okay.
So when you go to court, like let's say you had a $10 million home, I mean that's enough money to sue. So they'll go to court for you.
Okay.
So they'll go to court to make sure that they don't have to pay you.
Okay.
So that is when all the documentation, all the photographs, all the readings, all of that comes into picture.
Okay.
So once they sue in court, then you cannot go back in time and get all these proofs and things like that.
Yes.
And the lawyers will find some funny reason to make sure that you did not comply with the contract, and they'll try to deny you.
Right.
So that is a textbook method of how insurance companies place. And you don't have to take my word for it. Just go online, do some reading, go read reviews of insurance companies. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Or if you have done a claim in your life, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So that is where we come in, and we basically ease out the process. So we send them every document that they need.
Okay.
And now they're scrambling to find a reason to deny it.
Yeah.
They cannot.
100%. Yes.
So they and they cannot delay it, because if you had all the documents on day one, and you're still dragging your feet 6 months later, I mean it's a big problem. So in Texas you have 21 days.
Okay.
Once you provide all the documents, all the proof to the insurance company, they have 21 days to approve it or deny it.
Right. Got
So
it.
they are on the clock, but only after you give them documents.
Got it.
So that is where our claims don't drag out months or years or anything. I mean, sometimes a fire claim does, but that's because the work is still being done and there's final invoices due. But most of the time we get the process done in about 4 to 6 weeks.
So Sharat Garu, if something goes wrong with the house because of hail, storm, fire, water, something, so why someone should call independence claims public adjusters before a contractor to get the things done?
So the easy answer is we work for the homeowner. The contractor works for themselves. Right? So to explain it further, if you say you had hail damage to your house, I mean, you can have any roofer come out and they will do an inspection. And I have never seen a roofer say there is no damage. They will always put a claim in. It's like a 50-50 chance for them. If they win the claim, they get it. If they don't, the homeowner gets a record on their home insurance policy saying they put a claim in. But the roofer is not losing anything.
Yes.
Right? Now compare that to us, where we put an unnecessary claim in. We do 60 hours of work on the claim and it gets denied. It's useless for us. So if you don't have a claim, you don't have a claim. So we'll tell you there is no damage to your roof. And I see a lot of roofers who consult with me and I go do an inspection and there is no damage. So there is an unnecessary claim put on the house and your policy, and next year your rate's going to go up. So we do that assessment before even you put a claim in. That is the first thing, right? Now the second point is the unfortunate event has happened. There is no point in rushing it after the fact.
Got it. Yes.
So if your toilet overflowed and your house is filled with water, I mean, I want you to take a deep breath and just accept the reality. It's done. You can mitigate it today, tomorrow, no difference. Right? Your floor is already damaged, your carpet is already damaged. So take a breather and don't rush to find a contractor, because contractors will come in and they don't even give you an invoice. They'll invoice the insurance company directly. You don't know what the insurance company is paying for. I have seen contractors who paid to do a bunch of things and they only did half the scope. And the homeowner never sees an invoice, because invoice is sent directly to the insurance company and the insurance company cuts a check directly to the contractor. So that is where you'll have no idea how much for what you're getting paid for and what the contractor is doing. So that is where we come in. We make sure all the scope is covered.
Okay.
And all of that. And maybe if you might be, once you have the money in your bank account, you might be able to negotiate a better deal with contractors.
Right.
You might be able to find somebody who can do it better. You might be able to find a higher reviewed contractor who can do it. Or you might even be able to have them, do something extra for you.
Okay.
So that's where we come in. Let's get the claim processed first, get the money in your bank account, and then involve a contractor, because now you have the cash and you're the king.
Yes.
So you can negotiate whatever deal you want with contractors. Compare that to writing off your entire claim to a contractor, and they'll do whatever they want, and you will have no idea what the insurance company paid.
Yes.
And you'll have no idea what the contractor did. So that is where we should be bought in first.
So thank you so much, Sharat Garu, for explaining in very detail, how home insurance needs to be handled when something goes wrong, like a hail, storm, water damage, fire damage, or anything. So thank you so much for alleviating all the problems that, usually the NRIs used to face. And, చూస్తున్నారు కదా, మనం శరత్ గారితో మాట్లాడిన తర్వాత అసలు ఒక హౌస్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ని ఎలా హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి, ఏదో ఒక ఇష్యూ వచ్చినప్పుడు అది ఏ ఇష్యూ అయినా ఇంటర్నల్గా ఆర్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్గా, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఫైర్ ఆర్ స్ట్రామ్ ఆర్ హెయిల్ ఆర్ వాటర్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్, మనం అసలు స్మోక్ డ్యామేజ్లో కూడా ఈ క్లెయిమ్ ఉంటుంది అని కూడా మనకి శరత్ గారు క్లియర్గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు. అండ్ ఈ ప్రాసెస్లో మనం ఇంకొకటి ఏం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలంటే, కాంట్రాక్టర్ కన్నా కూడా ఫస్ట్ ఇఫ్ సంథింగ్ గోస్ రాంగ్, try contacting a public adjuster like Independence Claims first, then you'll get to know the actual things, you will get to know the actual numbers, then figuring out a contractor, figuring out how to claim it, figuring out how to document in such a way you will get the maximum amount of the benefit that you are actually సపోజ్ టు గెట్. ఇదంతా కూడా, ఈ ప్రాసెస్ అంతా కూడా స్మూత్గా ఇండిపెండెన్స్ క్లెయిమ్స్ లాంటి కంపెనీస్తో మీరు ముందుకు వెళ్ళి చేసుకుంటే ఎటువంటి ఇబ్బంది లేకుండా తక్కువ ఖర్చుతో మ్యాక్సిమం బెనిఫిట్ పొందడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.